Flying into Puerto Escondido from Cancun, we could see the noticeable difference of the landscape from the Caribbean side to the North Pacific Ocean. We've arrived at Puerto Escondido and we're staying at Zicatela Beach, and we're staying at La Playita Beach House, and it's right across the road from Zicatela Beach. Is just down there and we'll show you soon, but this place is awesome. And they have a dog called Pina. She's a cute Labrador. And for once, I'm not sleeping in aircon. We have a fan. I'm so happy. What is that? Is that the airport? Is it the overhead? Yeah. Wow, those planes are loud. La Playita is great accommodation in an incredible location right across the road from Zicatela Beach. Cute bungalows and a pool which is much needed in the Mexican heat at a super affordable price. As always, the link is in the bio below. And in my opinion, the best thing about this place is Pina, the super playful Labrador. Next morning we headed to Spirulina Cafe. I've warned you before, I am one of those annoying travelers that seeks out healthy food. I think it's my way of balancing out the amount of margaritas I drink at night. Spirulina is right around the corner from La Playita and is the best. Try their fish tacos or any of their smoothies, and you won't need to say you don't want a plastic straw here, because the second day we went there, they just introduced metal straws and banned the plastic ones. We've just spent an hour and a half bartering for this new hire car. It is really nice though. Oh, straight over the edge, yep. Jeffy's loving the vibe in Puerto Escondido. Oh, that's me. Holy fuck, it's hot. It's mango and chili. What do you think of it?
Actually, I'm into the salty
Salty. So we're like in the central area of Puerto Escondido. It's like the tourist strip basically. And we're going to be happily ripped off. It's really not that expensive, but it's way more expensive than the rest of Mexico. Next up, we did a bit of a beach crawl, first checking out Playa CARRIZALILlo. And I'm Australian, so I'm sorry. And then onto Playa Bocacho. Oh my god, that's so wrong. Playa Bocacho, where we stumbled upon this baby turtle release program by a volunteer-run organisation called Vive Mar. The volunteers collect the eggs that the mothers lay along the coastline on a stretch of over 27 kilometres. The volunteers protect these eggs until they are ready to be hatched, where visitors can then donate money to help release them. The incredible volunteer that was so kindly tried to relay everything to us in English explained to me that only about 10 out of 500 turtles will survive to mating age, and these numbers are not getting any better. In fact, they are sadly rapidly depleting. This rapid decline of sea turtles is entirely because of us humans. Plastics, destruction of habitat, and poaching are just some of the main culprits. Try your best to avoid single-use plastics and always say no to plastic straws. Think about the fact that the straw you use for a few moments will outlive you and your children and most likely end up in our oceans. I highly recommend giving this a go if you ever find yourself in Puerto Escondido. It is a great way to get close to these magnificent animals and a great reminder of why we must do all that we can to protect these incredible creatures. Also, if you ever find yourself at another organisation with the chance to interact with baby turtles and they tell you can actually touch them, remember that this is completely wrong and you should never ever touch a turtle. Okay, so moving on from the dire reality check, it's time to keep going with my holiday spam. Afterward, we chose one of the many beachfront restaurants in the tourist zone of Puerto and enjoyed the sunset. The next morning, the swell was just getting bigger and Jeff got up early to surf, whereas there was no way in hell I was going near that. Even my attempt to swim later was absolutely pathetic, point of reference here. Beach. Oh, there's dogs.
Off you go.
We've had a slow start today. I was up all night with a pinched muscle or something in my neck and shoulder.
That's just a phone too much.
And we were supposed to get up early and head down south. We kind of left too late. It's like 1 o'clock now. We've had breakfast and we've been to the beach. It's probably like what real people do on beach holidays. Now we're just going to drive around and see the surf spot, see if there's any surf. But now I've got a bum shoulder, so that'll be interesting. Jeff's still got the shits. After midday, we went to check out La Punta to see if I could get a wave there. We walked halfway up the entrance to the beach, realised how disgustingly hot the Mexican sun can be in the middle of the day, and decided against being in the heat at all. And we thought, what better to do than eat again. I highly recommend AlmOraduz. Again, I'm Australian. We live in the middle of the ocean with nothing slightly Spanish or Latino around us, so I'm so sorry. This place has some of the best reviews of all the restaurants in Puerto Escondido. It's definitely not hard to see why. And please, if you ever find yourself in this part of Mexico, treat yourself to this. Oh, and send them my apologies for breaking their beautiful bag stand. Muchas gracias. Oh my gosh, mezcal and tequila. What tequila did you pick? The Don Julio?